All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin. All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. And it's good to be here with you guys again. The live streams are well and truly back on a daily basis. And I have to say, I absolutely thoroughly enjoy this moment with you guys, talking about a whole heap of Chelsea discussions, Chelsea conversations with you all. And today's topic, strange one, to be honest. I've seen in recent times, and I want to know if you guys have seen this as well. Let me know in the live chat. Big up to each and every one of you guys. Big up to Ernest. Big up to Chelsea fans. Dexter, Joshua, Black Brilliant, Ryan in the house as well. Big up to each and every one of you guys that has joined in. Big up to Icky as well. Make sure as soon as you come through, smash the like button. That's the first nice and easy duty you could do, is just smash the like button. And if you're here for the first time as well, subscribe. Let's get to that 30,000 subscribers. It's a huge milestone for me and the channel. And I'm pretty sure some of you guys that have gone in this ride with me on this particular channel, it's going to be a big milestone for each and every one of you guys as well. So make sure you do that. Subscribe to the channel. Now, this topic that I want to talk to you guys about today, ladies and gentlemen, is in regards to Enzo Fernandez. I've been seeing some wild, opinions, takes on social media, whether it's Instagram, whether it's Twitter or X as it's known as now. A lot of people, and I don't know whether this is due to the fact that we only play one game a week. There's so much time to think about so many different things. I don't know whether it's because a lot of unemployed people live in social media. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know whether it's people that just, they just have a lazy, unproductive life. They really don't do anything. They don't do any chores at home. I'm not sure what's going on, because some of these people are coming out and criticizing Enzo Fernandez to the point where some are saying, yeah, I don't really like his performances at the moment. I wouldn't talk about selling him, but I don't like his performance. I'm like, selling him? Selling Enzo Fernandez? You've got to be kidding me. Some people are going out there saying, oh, he's not world-class level. Some people are saying that he doesn't provide goals or assists. What does he do? Some people are saying he reminds me of Jorginho when he was in midfield. Everyone can just go past him. And I'm thinking, wow. Look, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Has Enzo Fernandez been good this season? Of course not. Of course he hasn't been good. But at the same time, he hasn't been a disaster either. Enzo Fernandez, there's been games where I feel he's been very, very good in this particular season. And then there's been games where he's sort of drifted as well, along with the rest of the team too. But we need to understand what level of a baller Enzo Fernandez is. Like, this guy is, if you fail to see his skill set, if you fail to see what he brings to the plate, you tell me, who is a direct replacement for Enzo Fernandez in our current squad? There is none. There is absolutely none. Maybe one particular player could have played somewhat to that level. And by level, I don't mean, 100% to Enzo Fernandez's level, but somewhat maybe can be compared, is Andre Santos. Santos is probably one that could have done that Enzo kind of a role, but he's in Nottingham Forest. But Enzo Fernandez, ladies and gentlemen, we've seen the level of player he is in the World Cup that finished last year in December. We've seen the level of player he is. We've seen the level of player he was in Benfica. The kind of performances he was putting on for Benfica. Dexter saying Kani, Lavia maybe. Kani Chukwuemeka, I don't think he can play that level of... See, for Enzo Fernandez, we need to understand what does he bring. What he brings is first phase play, and he can also transition from first phase play to a number 8, and then progress towards a number 10. His ability, his footballing IQ, his ability to think so quick. Ball comes to him, he knows exactly when to pass it away straight away. One touch passes. His connection with Caicedo, we can already see that's flourishing. We saw the level of assists he was providing last season. In the abysmal season that we had last season, we saw the level of assist he was providing for João Felix. He was providing assists for Kai Havertz. We can see the level of performances he's putting on for Argentina. People are saying, oh, this guy can't shoot. Yeah, of course, at Chelsea Football Club, it hasn't worked out as yet. I've seen him shoot for Argentina. The brother has very, very clean shooting technique. It just hasn't clicked as yet at Chelsea this season. Last season, Enzo Fernandez, his passing, we saw. We need to understand this level of ballers, what they bring to the club and why they utilize. A lot of people, they look at Enzo Fernandez and they think that, they want that crunching tackle. They want him to move around like Conor Gallagher, the way Conor moves around off the ball. They want him to act like Frank Lampard with goals and assists. Enzo is not that level of a player. Enzo is different. Enzo is more of a pass master. Enzo is someone who can control the tempo of the game. Similar sort of stylistic in terms of Jorginho, but I think he's far more progressive than Jorginho. Jorginho, in my opinion, was a little bit passive at times. Enzo Fernandez, you just see the way he picks out first-time passes, one-touch passes, his switch of plays. We have to understand the level of baller that we have, man. We can't just be expecting. We're looking at Enzo and we want something else from this particular player. We have to understand his role. Let's see what you guys are saying. Let me know, ladies and gentlemen. Enzo Fernandez in the Instagram story yesterday posted out that in his story, trust the process. So I'm pretty sure he sees the criticism as well coming towards him. Look, some of the criticism in recent times is not wrong. There has been matches where Enzo Fernandez has not been completely there. I agree. But overall, I think the stats say, like, if you look at some of the stats, whether it's progressive passes or this, that, the other, all the stats people out there. I'm not really a stats guy, but some of the stats show that he's still a very, very important player for Chelsea Football Club. And he's an important cog. He's an important cog to Pochettino's football. And most importantly, I feel like Enzo Fernandez is a particular player that's turning out to be a bit of a leader. I see leadership qualities in Enzo Fernandez. The way he's always directing play, the way he's talking, you can see he's a bit of a general. He's a bit of a general in the field. And players seem to respect him a lot. He's got, like, honestly, if Pochettino did not give the captaincy to Reece James, I would have gone for someone like Enzo Fernandez. But I think Enzo Fernandez is not getting selected as a captain, much like why Thiago Silva is not getting selected as a captain, because of the communication problem of the English. He's not a English speaking person. English does not come fluently to Enzo Fernandez. But you can clearly see Enzo Fernandez is a damn, he's a leader. He's an absolute leader. But let's see what you guys are saying. Let me know. Like, do you think some of these criticism towards Enzo Fernandez, is that fair? Let me know. Harsh, just because they don't rate him as high as you doesn't mean they are wrong. It's perfectly acceptable to expect a 106 million player to provide more incision and greater quality in the areas that matter. But Harsh, tell me, what do you expect from him though? Like, you're talking about more incision and greater quality in areas that matter. Areas that matter is playing out from the back. Like, what level of incision, what level of greater quality do you expect from him in the first phase? In the first phase, your ability should be to beat the press and quick one-touch passes to start an attacking phase. the way you're sort of commenting here, you expect him to be an advanced level playmaker, like a Neymar type of a player. He just ain't that. He's someone who's very much needed in the first phase. We as a fan base, we tend to forget that football doesn't start from the opposition third. Like, you need to progress from the back to the midfield, then to the attacking phase. People have this sort of notion that don't worry about the first phase, don't worry about the second phase, just talk about the final phase. He's not an out and out number 10. I truly believe Enzo Fernandez is a number 6. He's an absolute brilliant number 6. Then he transitions into an 8, and then he transitions into a 10 as the ball progresses forward. You look at the way he plays for Argentina. Now people are going to say, oh, but Miz, he's not a number 6. He doesn't do crunching tackles. He's not about winning duels. So you let me know. I feel like a lot of the people are misprofiling Enzo Fernandez. They're thinking about something that he should be, but he just isn't that player. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Mr. Machoka, good to see you. Can we support a team but not individuals? If we can do individuals, then everyone in the club is doing average. Yeah, I mean, only recently we started to show some level of chemistry, some level of unity as a team. But prior to that, prior to the last 4 games, the entire team has been quite poor. So I don't think it's just Enzo Fernandez. And in recent matches, the wins that we've had and also the draw against Arsenal, surely Enzo Fernandez shouldn't be the talk of the town, where a lot of people are commenting on him in a negative manner. Honestly, like at the moment, there shouldn't be too many negative talks that should be happening. I feel like the team is in a good space. Royston, good to see you, my man. Miz, what type of player is Enzo? People don't seem to know. They want Lampard or Cesc type or Jorginho type. Look, I think, honestly speaking, to the people that want to see what type of a player he is, you need to watch Benfica. Just check out some of his clips from Benfica. Check out some of his clips from Argentina. He's a bit of everyone over here. He's not one type. He's not a Lampard. He's not a Cesc. He's not a Jorginho. He's a bit of everyone over here. This is why I keep saying he's someone who starts as a 6, as a register, someone who helps out with the build-up, but then transitions. He doesn't just stay as a 6. He transitions into an 8. He transitions into a 10. Look at the way he plays for Argentina. It's McAllister, Rodrigo de Paul, and Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez at times plays as the deepest midfielder in Argentina. But then you sometimes see him in the box scoring goals as well. You see him in the middle of the park dictating play. Rodrigo de Paul is more like the Gallagher of Argentina. Rodrigo de Paul runs around everywhere and tries to bring that intensity, break down the play, intercept, be in your face. But Gallagher at the moment is showing high quality with the ball as well. So we have to understand Enzo Fernandez is not one of these players. He's a combination of probably all of these players in one. And this is why we need to understand what an absolute baller he is. You're not going to get the goals and assists like Lampard, like the way Lampard was getting on a regular basis. You're probably not going to see the plethora of assists that Cesc was getting. And you're definitely not going to see the passive ways at times Jorginho would play side to side. You're going to get, combination. You will see some assists, but you will see a lot of good work that Enzo does from the build-up. And he does a lot of the good work that we don't see in stats, basically. It's not going to culminate into an assist. It's not going to culminate into a goal, but the work he does leads up to all of those situations. So we have to understand. We absolutely have to understand. Arnesh, good to see you, my man. He directs the ball, basically running the show when he has space. He carries the ball to final third. when he is in the box. He has the ability to score. When he needs to defend, he will defend decently. Yeah, he reads the game well. He's a particular player that is very good with interceptions. So, and he's a player that, especially in the build-up, he already knows where the ball needs to go. It's very important to have a quick tempo in the game. He's not someone who dilly-dallies with the ball. The ball's in his feet and he's looking around. He already knows where it needs to go. He's honestly, in my opinion, I don't think he's a particular player that we need to worry about. If anything, once the team slowly clicks into gear, as it is in recent times, he's only going to make the team even better and better. Haj, it's perfectly fine for fans to expect 106 million player who has got into areas in the final third to pick better passes and be able to shoot on target. We knew he's great in build-up. Yeah, look, of course, can his shooting be better at Chelsea? Of course it can. But to say he can't shoot is crazy, because I've seen him shoot for Argentina. To pick up better passes in the final areas, in the final third, and that is also dependent on people making good runs. You can't just culminate a good pass if people are not running into good channels. But it's not the end of the world. I think it's all going to happen. Chelsea Football Club, the team that we have right now, is slowly growing, and I'm pretty certain we're going to see Enzo Fernandez absolutely ball out even more as the games come along. Milo K in the house. Good to see you. By the way, 140 plus people live right now. Ladies and gentlemen, smash the like button. Let's pump those likes up to 100 immediately. Take a moment right now to get those likes up to 100. And if you're here for the first time, subscribe as well. Hope you guys are enjoying this conversation. Keep pumping those comments to let me know whether you think if the criticism towards Enzo Fernandez is fair or not fair. Please comment in this comment section. In recent times, Enzo Fernandez has put out in his Instagram story to trust the process. And I'm pretty sure he's talking about the team, but I think at the same time he's talking about people to believe in him as well. I think there's been a bit of criticism, in my opinion, unfairly, but I want to see what you guys are saying as well, whether you think it's fair or not. And look, I've got no issues. You may think it's fair, but I'm putting out my opinion, and I feel like it's not fair. Milo, okay, good to see you, my man. He's not a deep-lying playmaker like a Kimmich or Jorginho. He's a good balance to him, the ability to affect all phases of play, more similar mold of Xavi, Pedri, Cruz than the Pirlo, Xavi type. Absolutely bang on that. That's probably an accurate description of how Enzo Fernandez, style of Enzo Fernandez. Blues Empire, good to see you. He can still improve in some areas of his game, but I still have full faith in Enzo and what he can bring to the team. Would definitely be a key player for us. Yeah, absolutely agreed. I want to put out a poll that is circulating around, a particular comment that is circulating around in social media. Is Enzo Fernandez a world-class player? I want to put up that poll. Let's see what you guys have to say about this. Is he a world-class player? The poll is up there. Participate in the poll. Personally, I feel he's look. If he's not world-class level, and I know it's very tough to say this because he's a World Cup winner, and we saw he was the young player of the tournament in the World Cup, and he absolutely lit up the World Cup. He was one of the main instigators of helping Argentina win the World Cup. Obviously, Messi is the biggest instigator, but someone like Enzo Fernandez played a major part. But having said that, maybe he's not at the world-class level as yet, but I don't think he's too far off it. I truly don't think he's too far off it. So let me know. Let me know, is Enzo Fernandez a world-class player? 35 votes in already. 64% believe yes. 36% believe no. So let me know what you think about that. All right. Milo, okay, he's not world-class. He has potential to be. I agree. I think he may not be world-class as yet, but he's not too far away from it. I don't think he's too far away from it. All right. Zimaria in the house. Good to see you. Enzo is a high quality player, but hasn't been that consistent. He plays a lot of games and he's bound to suffer burnout. Andre Santos is close enough to his game. Yeah, look, this is why I felt like, yeah, someone like Andre Santos, he should have probably stayed at Chelsea Football Club, man. I feel like we don't have a similar player uh, in the likes of Enzo Fernandez. We don't have someone similar to him. The only one that came as close to him is probably Andre Santos, who's rotting in Nottingham Forest doing nothing. And, someone's made a massive error to send him out on a loan to Nottingham Forest. So it's very important to have these type of players in the team. If we don't have Enzo Fernandez in the team right now, the team will not be operating the same way. I'll tell you right now, we will not have enough control. We will not have that quickness about us from the build-up. It will not look the same. We'll be under pressure by the opposition massively. But yeah, the other topic that people talk about Enzo Fernandez is he's been playing a lot of games. We have to understand at the moment at Chelsea Football Club, he plays one game a week. So that shouldn't burn him out. Let me know, ladies and gentlemen, in the comment section, do you feel Enzo Fernandez deserves a break here and there because he plays a lot of games? He plays every game for Argentina. He's one of the main players over there. He plays every game for Chelsea Football Club. Do you feel that he potentially could get burnt out by playing so many games at such a young age? We've seen young players burn out quicker in their career. So let me know in the comment section, do you feel this could potentially be one of the reasons why we see the inconsistent performances at Chelsea? But I personally feel we only play one game a week, so he shouldn't really be that tired playing for Chelsea Football Club. And honestly speaking, in the Carabao Cup, he could probably take a break. In the Carabao Cup against Blackburn, I don't expect Enzo Fernandez to start for us. I expect someone else. And you'll notice the big difference when Enzo is not playing. So that's probably one game. I expect him not to start for us, and we could potentially give someone else an opportunity. Most likely it's going to be Leslie Ugochukwu, and Conor Gallagher probably will have to play in midfield as well. And maybe Caicedo, I don't know. We'll see. We don't want to make too many changes against Blackburn either in the Carabao Cup. We are now close to being in a solid situation in that particular competition, so we don't want to have any hiccups over there. But let me know in the comment section, ladies and gentlemen, do you feel Enzo Fernandez is playing way too much, and a burnout is possibly just around the corner, which could potentially hamper his performances? Hajj, absolutely. BS, use that excuse for all the players then. Lol, people always make excuses for their favorites. Means now, yeah, look, I don't think he's been playing too much. As I said, one game a week. If we can't handle one game a week, if we make it to Europe, which we should, that should be our ambition to make it to Europe. What's going to happen next season? There's going to be a lot more games. So, yeah, I don't think that's an excuse. Melon in the house. I love this squad, man. I feel we need to play a 4-3-3 with Enzo, Lavia, Caicedo. We need to unlock both Caicedo and Enzo going forward rather than being a deep-lying playmaker. Look, it's all about having the balance, man. We do play a 4-3-3 at the moment with Conor Gallagher in midfield. It'll be very difficult to get rid of Conor Gallagher now. The kind of form he's in, Lavia is going to have to work his backside off. First of all, Lavia is not even fit, so don't even worry about that. Like, this is not even a conversation as yet. Lavia needs to find himself fit first and then work his backside off to take Conor Gallagher's position. But in regards to what you're saying, to have Enzo and Caicedo a lot further up, as I said, I think a lot of times we don't see the assist or the goals from Enzo or Caicedo. But if you look at the pass before the assist, the pre-assist, you will see most times it's probably Caicedo or Enzo Fernandez. But those actions are not coming up in the stats. Do you know what I mean? So they do a lot of work. From what I'm hearing from you, you want to see more that final production of that assist or goal. Look, there has to be a balance. You know, we can't have every player far advanced, and then when there's a counter attack, leave the defense open. This is why Caicedo is playing as the deepest midfielder. and you've got Conor Gallagher playing a little bit more advanced and Enzo Fernandez closer to Caicedo. So that's the situation. If you see Ugochukwu potentially play, Ugochukwu will probably play as the deepest midfielder, and then you could potentially have Enzo and Caicedo a bit further up. So that's something we can try down the track. I don't know whether we want to try this, but we could potentially have Ugochukwu as the deepest midfielder, who is basically a shield for the defenders, and then you can have Enzo and Caicedo more advanced. That's the only way I can see that. In life, no limits. Constructive criticism towards a player is not a bad thing, but misprofiling a player and not understanding what the player brings to the team is even worse, in my opinion. Absolutely bang on. Absolutely correct comment. And I think this is what's happening with Enzo Fernandez. Ray Allen, actually, a problem is not even midfield, so why change it? Yeah, look, I think the midfield is good. I don't think we need to change anything in midfield at the moment. The combination of Conor Gallagher, Enzo Fernandez, and Caicedo is working very, very well, and I think it's an important factor for Pochettino. And it would be strange to see it being changed. The only time I could see it being changed is against Blackburn in the Carabao Cup. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to slowly start wrapping things up. I'm going to take some more final comments before we wrap things up. We've got 71 likes. We've got well over 170 people live right now. Ladies and gentlemen, if we can push the likes up to 100, that would be fantastic. Hope you guys have enjoyed this conversation. Hope I've been able to interact with you guys as much as I can with the comments, and then keep the comments coming. I want to take some final comments. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well if you're here for the first time. Suhas, Enzo is very good at spraying passes from deep, then killer balls to final third. Yeah, look, I think it's very important for us to have a player that can do that from the first phase, from deeper position to spray that pass. I think soon we're going to see Enzo slowly transition from a 6 to an 8 where he can produce a little bit more in the final third. Right now, it's very important for us to have a player that's going to be able to dictate terms from a deeper area. I agree that Enzo criticism is unfair, but I also know what he's capable of. I'm currently watching a show called The Blacklist on Netflix, and also have a good day and see you later, Miz. Good stuff, man. I hope you have a very good day as well. I don't rate this Leslie guy. I found it pointless when we planned to Lavia. Yeah, look. Yeah, I don't know either why we got Leslie Ugochukwu. He seems like a good, fair enough talent. He's young. Potentially he needs a loan next up. I would have liked to seen him go on a loan and keep someone like Andre Santos. I think Santos would have given us some value. But I think the idea was that Leslie Ugochukwu has played in Liga in the top levels. Sending him out on loan is maybe a little bit insulting to him. I don't know. But I think now we can start thinking that potentially for his own benefit, for his own growth, he probably needs a loan. But we'll see. We'll see how the season pans out. He could turn out to be a very, very important player in midfield. God forbid if there's any injuries. I do see him as a proper sitting defensive midfielder. And it could add a different dimension to us. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Even Poch admitted before the season started that Enzo, at his age, has played a lot of games in the past 1 year, played all games for Benfica, played World Cup, played all games for Chelsea and Argentina as well. Yeah, look, it's probably something we need to look out for, how much game he's playing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. I shall see you guys later on tonight for another video, bringing you the latest in Chelsea news, basically recapping what has happened all throughout the day. So do look out for that. That's potentially going to happen after all the European matches. So do look out for that. Until next time, everyone, take care and see ya. Bye.